going on, guys? It's Josh, Seabolt Lawn and Landscape. Today I'm coming to you from my enclosed mowing rig, and I thought it'd be good to maybe do a quick video on one of the better mowers that I've ever bought. It's a kind of an entry-level commercial mower. So if you're just getting started in business, maybe you do 5-10 lawns a week. You could even do more. I just don't know how long it would last. If you were doing, 15 lawns a day with it, but it's been a great mower for me when I first started. It's got like a 24.5 horsepower motor on it, Series 3 deck. It's the Exmark Radius E Series, and I'll show you. I've done a couple little add-ons to it to make it more comfortable, but let me pull it out here and I'll give you a little tour. All right, guys, so this is the Exmark Radius E Series that I started out with. I bought this brand new in 2017. I think I got about 400 hours on it right now, so it's right at its warranty life. This motor is Exmark's own little motor, and this thing's been bulletproof, man. I wasn't sure how long it would hold up or how it would hold up, but knock on wood, it's been a great motor, and I'm not easy on this thing. I use it all the time. The E Series comes with basically the bare bones. This seat I put on this thing, it's a suspension seat. They do not come with suspension seats stock. As you can see, the front adjustable for your weight. That seat I think is about $1,000, but it's a game changer if you're going to use this thing commercially. It's definitely a must-have. The second thing that I added was this quick shoot, which again, if you're using it commercially, absolutely need some sort of shoot blocker, so you don't blow stuff into beds and that sort of thing, pools. I think that was a $300 or $400 purchase. Pretty easy to install. Those are the two things I would recommend if you're going to run one of these mowers. Everything else pretty much is stock. Haven't really had any failures with it. Kind of had an intermittent issue with starting. If you get the starter solenoid wet or the starter wet, the solenoid kind of hangs up. If you're not washing it or you're not leaving it out on an open trailer in the rain, I don't think you'd have an issue, but that's really the only issue I had with it. Has a 48-inch deck on this one. It's a Ultra Cut 3 Series 48, and it stripes up real nice. I'll show you here in a bit. Do a little before shot here. I'm gonna mow this here probably at 3 3/4 inches. So we'll see how it stripes out. Yeah, guys, this thing, I think now this mower probably costs, it might be $7,000. I'd have to double check. I think I paid about $600 or $6,500 when it was new. Of course, that was 2017, before all the madness started. But here's what we got right now on this yard. So this will be the second cut of the season. We'll try and cut it at 3 3/4, and I'll report back how it did. All right, guys, this is the cut, 3 3/4 inches with the Exmark Radius E Series. Pretty nice results. Again, this is Exmark's, I guess it's a semi-commercial, entry-level commercial mower, and it stripes the yard up pretty nice. Here's another shot. It's the backyard, cut with the Exmark Radius E Series. So guys, that's kind of an example of what you can expect with that E Series mower. It's been a really solid mower for us. I'd buy another one in a heartbeat. If you can afford it, get the S Series or the X Series. It comes with better hydros, a different deck. I think might come with the 4 Series. Can't remember the higher one. But if you're trying to stay under budget, or you're just getting started, maybe you got a piece of property. If you're a homeowner, you know, that thing, even the E Series with a 48 or a 52-inch deck would be good for like 3 to 5 acres. I think it's one of the best bargains out there. I stay away from those big box store mowers, especially one with a stamped deck. You know, those cheap, flimsy steel decks, you don't want to mess with those. You need a fabricated, welded deck before anything. You don't want to buy one of those big box stores, and now they're so expensive, I don't think it's even worth it. Spending extra couple $1,000s and get you a mower with a fabricated deck with commercial hydraulics, something that's serviceable. I can't imagine wasting that kind of money on something. I mean, some of these now are $7,000–8,000 for a big box store mower, and if you look hard enough, you can find a really gently used, like a Skag Patriot even. That's the Radius competitor. The Skag Patriot's also a pretty good mower, and you know, you can't go wrong with one of those either. If you get the upgraded motor from the Exmark motor, look at a Kawasaki. The Kawasaki's are kind of the gold standard, and some guys, you know, may disagree. They may like the other Kohlers and that sort of thing, but I've always had good luck with Kawasaki. Next mower I get will probably be a 36-inch V-rod, so I can start doing more gated backyards, because the 48-inch Exmark, while it's good, it's kind of a good in-between, you know, a small and a big mower, but it limits you still. I've got a lot of subdivision yards where you either have to push mow them or you can't do them, because that 48 is as wide as the gate, so that limits you. So if you're looking at getting a mower to start your business off, I'd err on the side of a 36, especially if you're doing small yards. If you're doing acreage, get a 52. The 52 is probably the best kind of all-around mower, because the 48's really not big or not small enough to fit in those backyard gates. The 52 will get you a couple extra inches, and your productivity will go up with the 52. So if I could do it all over again, I'd probably either get a 52 or I'd get a stand-on 36, and that stand-on 36 V-Ride's about $9,500 now. So just depends on your needs, but if you're just starting out, don't go cheap. Don't go with one of those big box mowers. I had one I bought used when I first started, and it lasted. That motor was a Kohler Courage. I think it was a 19 horse or something. That thing was just shaking itself to death. There was oil leaks all over the place, and it hung in there for a little while. But the Exmark's been a much better mower. The oil change is super easy. It's just got a hose. You just unplug the hose, let it drain out, undo the filter, screw the new one on, and you're good to go. It's 10–15 minute process. It takes longer to drain the oil than it does to actually do the whole process. You just got to wait on it to drain. So I would definitely look hard at an Exmark Radius, E Series, S Series. The X Series is basically a Laser Z. If you kind of want a Laser Z with those type of hydraulics, the type of deck, etc., the X Series is the way to go, but it's very close to the price range of an entry-level Laser Z, so you got to make that decision. But if you're just starting out, guys, Exmark, Radius, E Series, or Skag Patriot. Those are the two I'd look at. I wouldn't look at anything else. Just my opinion, but entry-level. We're talking entry-level. We're not talking full commercial, but it's done me well the last 4 years I've had it. I had started this business back in 2020, and it's slowly grown in customer base, so it's hung in there, and I'm just now getting to the point where I need to think about upgrading and getting multiple mowers for multiple applications. But hope this information was helpful to you guys. If you got any questions, leave it down in the comments or reach out to me on social media. Pretty much Seabolt Lawn and Landscape everywhere. What's your experience? Have you guys gone down this road? How many of you have bought the cheap big box store mower and regretted it later. I might make one on trailers too, because a lot of guys make the same mistake with trailers. And when you're getting started, I know money's tight. You know, it's tight for everybody unless you have another source of income that you can rely on. But it's always best to buy the best that you can afford. Buy once, cry once. That's a old saying, but it's so true. So guys, I appreciate you watching. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments if you got any questions, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.